Hello, if you're new here, hi. You probably saw the title. Ignore the hair in my face. I do not know why it's always there. It's crazy, low ramp. I do my hair. I think I do my hair like every week, and I always try to do it the same way. And then every week it just looks totally different. So this one's just in my face right now, and then I'm just like, okay, it's a vibe, but maybe for a different video. But hello, if you are here, you probably saw the title, or you're a subscriber or whatever. Make sure you like and subscribe below. Yes, the thing that I kind of guess will happen finally happened. I finally got laid off. like, uh, and it happened yesterday. Yeah, yeah. So if you saw my short posted right here, you would know that I literally got laid off yesterday from my company that I've only raved so much about online for some reason. And today is Tuesday, so this all happened on a Monday. And you're probably wondering how, why, when, is it because of AI, all that fun jazz. So if you are new here, I am a consultant for a really large tech company in Chicago, Illinois, but it's global. So it's not like pertaining to this city or whatever. And I've been here for about 2 years now. I came straight from college and I'm 24, so 2 years. And in that time, I worked with different industries, helping them solve issues, implement their software, help them with project management, the stuff that you never really know what consultants do. I kind of did it. And for the last 2 years, I kind of felt mostly stuck because I never had a path that consulting takes you, right? I'm a mechanical engineer by major, but I never did mechanical engineer at my job. I talked a lot, I networked a lot, I made PowerPoints a lot, and none of that really felt like what I was doing for college, essentially. So 2 years, I was on the bench a lot. If you know the bench is, great. If you don't know, it is the waiting period between your project and the project you had last. So you're waiting for a project. I was on the bench. My last project was in November of last year. And I've been helping out on small projects, meaning I will ask other consultants if they need help. They will let me help them. I will be considered working. And then it was no longer bench time, but then 2 or 3 weeks after each project, I'll be back on the bench. So I never had a full-time project. And I feel like I should make this more of a long video, but I'm gonna keep it real short. I was essentially laid off, not because of AI. I know if you look on every website, they're talking about some company. I know Amazon had like 14,000 people laid off recently. I don't work at Amazon. I'll tell you that off the bat. I'm not one of those 14,000 or how many they're gonna lay off. That wasn't me. Okay. But I will say my role is a tech company. No, it's not laid off for AI. I was laid off because there wasn't enough projects in my company. Of course, if you ever heard the company that I'm not going to say, you would be like, oh, wow, really? How did that happen? The truth is, when you're in consulting, you have to wait for a project to be given to you. They do have internal boards, which is essentially like the job search that you get on if you were in like any company. But instead of switching departments, you're just switching projects, meaning a client comes in, we win the thing, and then you like get people on board and then the consultants who work on board. Great. You have to go look for those projects yourself. You have someone to help you, but they're only contacting the project if they know about it like weeks after it's signed. And so I would have to go out as well to look for these projects, and it will become really difficult because if you've seen my monthly videos, I definitely stopped doing it because I just ran out of time to do them. You would know that I was feeling very, very stuck, linked somewhere around here, because I would feel like I wasn't doing enough as a consultant to truly feel like I was doing something as a consultant. You know what I mean? I feel like it makes sense if you work like a job and you just leave home being like, what did I do today? Because I don't think I did anything. That was me like almost every day, right? This isn't to say the company was bad. It was still a great company. I still love it. I know I should be giving them some shit because they laid me off without warning. And I never really did get that grace period of like 2 weeks notice or a month notice. It was just like, you're being laid off today. everything you own is turned off today. And it was just like, okay, cool. And of course, my company doesn't have HR because that was replaced with AI. So it was just the manager. And I was like, yeah, I don't know who the HR person would be anyway because we only have AI, which doesn't really narrow it down to what company I worked at because what company that is tech doesn't have AI. So there isn't really much of a story in this one because it's one of those stories of like, yeah, there wasn't anything for you to do for so long, so we have to lay you off, which sucks in the grand scheme of things because the company is still hiring. They're very much hiring for my position. They're very much still hiring for people to get on roles that don't exist yet or haven't been signed yet or for the future that a lot of people will realize they do not have access to. So it sucks. But I will be making probably more videos now that I'm free. I mean, I make 2 videos a week, so I don't know if I'm gonna make 3. But I think it'll be more. I don't want to say raw because then I have to tell you what the company is, and I'm not doing that. Just in case. Just in case. Some people who know me in real life know what the company is, but just know it's a big tech company. But I'm gonna be more raw about what I'm doing, any tips I'm doing. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to doing the monthly videos because they were like an hour. It was an hour to you, it was several hours for me, and those take forever to do. Even with all this free time, I'm not that free. So right now, I'm literally just currently I'm applying for jobs, like I was always doing. But I'm more intentional now because before it was like I was on the clock in applying for jobs, and it made it a bit harder to take it seriously, which I expected that the moment I got off, I was gonna apply for jobs. Like I was applying for jobs in the like not in the hopes, but in the expectation I would be laid off because I wasn't gonna quit. I like money, but I definitely know that because I was applying for jobs, I have the background to be like, oh, I have a resume. Obviously, I have like a CV for everything I've ever done since college. So it's not like I'm making things from scratch and I have nothing. Luckily, my company even has like their own CV, so you put all the projects you ever worked in that company, and you have it as like your own. So I literally have that on top of my resume to give it like a more padding. So it's not like, what did you do for 2 years? One job, and it's like technically it was one plus all of these projects. So I'm grateful to have that. For compensation, 1 month, literally 1 month, starting next week, which is crazy, but it is what it is. I already applied for unemployment. Like that was the first thing I did the moment I got off the phone call. My manager was applied. We're all good on that. But yeah, right now I'm just applying for jobs. So in the coming weeks, I'll probably be more raw and honest about what I'm doing because those 70 jobs that you saw like however long ago, they definitely did not one of them came back. Well, they rejected me. So they're real jobs, but they rejected me. So that was an update on those jobs. They rejected me. Not all of them, but most of them, I want to say rejected me. Some of them I'm still waiting on, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'll be more honest about what I'm doing. Definitely make more videos. You definitely see me doing what other people who make these type of videos do. Maybe like I'm laid off. Now here's like 20 things I'm doing or whatever. I don't know. I gotta find something to do about my free time now because I don't want to waste my free time, but I also don't want to overwhelm myself to the point I'm gonna like emotionally break down. I only cried like one time because I expected it to happen, and I was just like, yeah, this is expected. It's just the loss of money is the worst part. That's literally the worst part. Company loss, I don't really care. I like felt like I was losing this company months ago, but the money loss is like the biggest thing because doing nothing and having being paid is better than doing nothing and not being paid, obviously, every time. But yeah, that is the real quick and easy update. I had these glasses on because I was cleaning my living room since I have the free time. Well, you will be seeing probably the same amount of videos from me. I don't know how you guys want this to go. I do 2 videos a week, which is a lot for someone who has a full time job, and I don't think I'm gonna do 3. So we'll see how I feel. But don't worry, I'm still doing October and Halloween because I have everything. Like it makes no sense for me to be like, hey, by the way, Halloween's canceled because I lost my job. Like I'm okay. I'm okay for now. I saved my money. I wasn't going ham crazy. You know, my budget last month, you will tell you differently. I still have majority of my money. I'm still getting paid for another month. I took out not my 401k. My company actually didn't have a 401k. They had like a different type of plan, which was very stupid because you can't grow that money unless you're in the company. So I took that money out and I put it into a savings account that I already have. But we'll talk about that in another video because I have so much free time now. Who cares? So I will talk to you guys later. This was just like a really nice like introduction video of what is happening and what is to come. And I thought, oh, let me lay it off. This would be a great YouTube video at the very least, right? So for anyone who's new and watching this, welcome. My name is Miracle. You are on Population Me, where the only one on this island is just me and my thoughts. And I talk about everything here. I talk about budget, consulting, job hunt, I guess now job hunt, whatever I want, Halloween videos. Watch the last video right here, somewhere over here. And if you like my videos and you want to share my videos, remember to like, share, subscribe for all the updates that I will be giving now. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you.